Right, I understand everyone's got a preference, right? Some people like to date people with children, some people like to date people without, okay? I get it. But I feel when we get to a certain age, can people still have those preferences? For example, say men over 35, can they still have a preference to date a woman that doesn't have kids? Because not all, but most 35 plus women might have children, one or two or three children. Like we've lived life. We might have a marriage behind us, couple relationships, couple baby daddies. Like it happens. So is it really fair for a guy in his late 30s to expect to find a woman without children? Or should he kind of take what he's given? What do you think?
If you're a man over 35 years old, majority of women on that age, they have kids, either they've been married, maybe divorced, but majority of them, they've been in a family, so for you looking for the one who don't have kids, it depends on your goal. If you want a family, and then that's not the right choice, you have to go for the younger women. But if you just want to have fun, and then it's fine, you can take it. Hey, what's up YouTube? I am back with another video. If you're new to the platform, I wanna welcome you. Welcome to the tribe, and don't forget to like the video, comment and subscribe. This young lady you see right here on the screen, African queen, she been going viral recently because of her comments about men over 35 having a preference. She's suggesting that men at that age, they have to take what they're given. So I want to know, like, what the motive behind it. So I've been doing a research on her, and then I'm going to bring it right here to you. So you have to watch this video till end, and let me know in the comment section if she's right or wrong. Just give me your opinion. So let's get into it.
I spoke to one guy. We were getting on, chatting. He asked me where I was from, age, da da da. Like the vibes were there. I thought he was cute. I know that he thought I was cute, evidently. And then I thought, let me just throw in, like, do you have any children? So I asked him, do you have any kids? And he was like, no. He was 36, and I was like, oh, okay, that's okay, fine. Then he asked me, do you have any kids? I was like, yeah, I've got two. When I tell you guys, the vibe changed. The vibe changed instantly, and I was like, this is why this is why I always say about kids up front. I don't feel any way about it, but I know some people don't like, they don't want someone with kids, and that's fine. But it was just awkward, and I could tell he was like wondering, how do I get out of this? So I just helped him out. I just kind of deaded the conversation and was like, yeah, I'm gonna go. But yeah, it just makes me think, if there's any like single parent speed dating or dating mixer events, I feel like I'll prefer to go to that, because yeah, I don't know.
I guess this might be the reason she made that video. But when you're dating a single mom, you always come second. Her kids comes first. Also, like, they're still in contact with their baby daddies. So anything can happen. So you're just right there, like a spare tire. So who wanna be in that situation? If you don't have kids, like, don't go for them. Like, check for the ones who don't have kids. And majority of men, when they're approaching women right now, they just like focusing on the family. So if you have kids already, and then it's a red flag, so they have to step out. This might happen a lot. So at the time you break up with your boyfriend or your husband, getting a divorce, and you have kids, you have to know your life will become difficult.
Single mums in 2025, what we need to do, we need to keep it together. We need to keep our emotions in check and not let the kid's father bring us out of character. What would a queen do? Would she be shouting and screaming on the phone to a man? Nah. So no matter what this man does to wind you up, to make things difficult, take a moment, take a breath, take a pause, and step back. And do not show that man any emotion. Any. Because that's what he wants. Once he sees that you are triggered and that you are now emotional, he knows that he has you right in the palm of his hands. So don't give him that satisfaction. Shout and scream in your room on your own, girl, but do not give him that energy. Do not. Dating as a single mom is so complex. I don't think people really understand. Firstly, you're not even just dating for yourself anymore. It don't matter about your type as much, because you're really thinking, can this man be a good role model for my children? Regardless if the dad is around or not. Like, you have to be considering, this person's going to be some kind of role model for my child. Is he decent enough? And gone are the times where we can just base our decisions on, yeah, his crepes look good, the fit is fresh, yeah, I'm gonna take that. We gotta really consider character, ladies, we do. And then we have the issue of, where do we find the time to actually meet these men? And when we do have the time, we just want to sleep. And I know some women like wait till their kids are older, but then I often hear that those women regret doing that, because then they're like, I've been out the game too long. So I'm on a quest to find love, because I don't want to be alone. I don't want to be alone. So if you're on this journey, if you're a single mom, single parent on this journey and you're dating, let me know in the comments how you're getting on. Let me know, and give me any tips as well to make this process a bit smoother, because it's a lot. It's a lot.
This is where it's getting awkward, because there is no man want to be a role model for the kids who are not his, Their biological father have to be a role model, but not other men, They're just dating you, not your kids. They don't want to involve in your kids' life, So these women with kids, they have to understand, these men, they don't care about their kids. They just going for them. So if you want to force him like to be on your kid's life, that's where they're running away. Who want to take that baggage? Do you know how it costs and it takes to raise a kid emotionally, like guiding them? It's a lot, So if they're not yours, then it's draining, man.
And this is the thing, like, men think it's enough to just say, hey, I think you're beautiful, I want to take you on a date. But let's just think about this. Let's just think about, if you want to ask a single mom on a date, just have a think about the mental load that she's going through. Have a think about the stress that she's going through, being the breadwinner of the house and the financial pressures that she has. Unfortunately, the last thing on our mind is going on a date when we're thinking, crap, I've got to pay that electricity bill. Crap, I've got to heat the home. Crap, I've got to pay the council tax. Our mind is filled with stuff that is so important. Like, it's necessity. We don't have the luxury to be like, do you know what? I'm going to put that on the back burner. I'm just going to go and have some fun. Because if we don't do it, who's going to do it? So if you are approaching a single mom to date them, just bear that in mind. We've got a lot on our plate. And if you do want to take on a mum that has children, think, how can I provide value? How can I help? Because if you can't, please leave us alone. We're already dealing with enough.
And for what I'm saying here, this queen, she been single for so long and she can't secure a man because of those kids. 2 kids, it's a lot, man. That's the entire family. Like, man, come on, man. If you're the one who break up your relationship, try to consider like going back, like ask for forgiveness. Like, if you're the one who broke that relationship, try to find that man. Because it's a beautiful thing to see a wife and husband, like boyfriend, girlfriend, having their kids together. Like, it's a wonderful thing. But if you try to remove that man on your kid's life, put another man, it will never work. It will never work. And because these men will see, like, I can provide and do everything, become a father figure, but what will I get in return? Nothing. So it's a deal breaker. So obviously you will suffer a lot, because there's no one who will step up for you, and like paying the bills, do this and this, like be there for you, for your kids. Like, come on, man. I guess that's the only problem. But if you try to maybe raise those kids until they're grown up, turning 18, so they can move away on your life and then start dating again. You can secure a man, but right now, man, it's impossible.